AM 1220, KHTS, hometownstation.com. In the studio with me today, I have Marian Cederland. She happens to be the Senior VP of Mission Valley Bank, but she also happens to be the president of an organization very near and dear to my heart. And we're going to talk a little bit about that organization in just a little bit. Marianne, how are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
I am very good. Now, Mission Valley Bank does something very lovely. You have a project called Give Where You Live, SCV. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes. With the economy taking the turn it did over the past 3 years, Mission Valley Bank looked at a way that we could respond to the ongoing needs of the charities that we have initiatives with. And so we developed a social media campaign to highlight several of the charities in the Santa Clarita Valley and bring attention to the needs and the great work that they do.
And you work with some really incredible nonprofit partners. You have, and the organizations that you work with, Boys and Girls Club, SCV, Samuel Dixon Family Health Center, College of the Canyons Foundation, and the Santa Clarita Valley YMCA, and, as I had mentioned when we began, one of my very favorites, Carousel Ranch.
That's correct. And these are a few that we've chosen to start our campaign with. As the initiative moves forward, we will certainly add other nonprofits in the area as well.
Now, besides who you work with, Mission Valley Bank, your local roots here in the Santa Clarita Valley run very, very deep. Can you tell me?
They do. I've been a resident of Santa Clarita since the early 1980s, and we have a branch here located in Center Point, and many of our employees live and work here, which develops a sense of community. To me, it's really important, if you're going to be a community bank, that you're aware of what goes on in the community around you. And certainly nonprofits in Santa Clarita are a big part of that community.
And I do love that your employees live and work here. They're not driving in from somewhere else. They're watching the same news they're keeping an eye on all of the same issues that we're concerned about, listening to the same radio station and learning about hometown issues here in the Santa Clarita Valley. And to be part of the Mission Valley Bank is also helping those organizations that help the Valley. Now, you are getting ready you have a fundraiser coming up for Carousel Ranch. Now, I know Carousel Ranch because, as I mentioned, I have a son who's now 19 who rode therapeutic horses with Carousel Ranch when he was very, very little. And he went there having no self-expressive language. It was all echolalic. It was all repeated language. And my biggest fear was that he was going to wander off one day and not be able to answer the question, "What's your name?" Because his response was, "What's your name?" if you asked him that. Carousel Ranch, he started to ride there, and he rode on a horse named Banner. And one day when I went to strap him into his seat for this thing that I knew he didn't really enjoy doing, his very first self-expressive sentence was, "I go Horsey Banner." And you said something to me when I told you that story earlier. Mission Valley Bank
Sponsors Banner.
Sponsors Banner.
And it's very important that we provide a lot of information about what the charities in Santa Clarita do. People's understanding of it then allows them to understand where their money goes and where their dollars go. At Carousel Ranch, we do provide equestrian therapy for children who have special needs, whether they're physical, mental, emotional, physiological. And we do that through therapy on a horse. The horse provides them the ability to stretch their muscles, improve their balance, practice hand-eye coordination, and it does in many times change their speech. We've had parents who said their children didn't talk at all. And one day after getting off a horse after their therapy lesson, one little girl turned to her mom and said, "Mama," for the first time ever. Mm-hmm. So those heartfelt moments are what brought me to Carousel Ranch. And I think that the more the community learns about Carousel Ranch and the other great charities in our valley, the more we're willing to give where we live in terms of donating to their needs.
It is very nice that Mission Valley casts this net over the community, because deep down it really does take each of us helping one another to get to where we're going. And sometimes we don't all take the exact same path. We're not all doing the exact same, we can't do things exactly the same as in differently abled individuals. And I love the fact that you are very involved with Boys and Girls Club of SCV and the various other organizations. Now, in addition to the work that you're doing with the charities, you're full service, aren't you, Mission Valley Bank?
We are. Mission Valley Bank is a full-service commercial bank located in the San Fernando and Santa Clarita Valleys. We offer all of the banking services that you would find anywhere. We like to think that what sets us apart is that we act as trusted advisors to all of our clients.
And you were voted most trusted advisor, weren't you?
I was, and 5 consecutive years we have been voted that by the San Fernando Valley Business Journal.
Now, your offices are located Center Point Parkway?
Yes, Center Point Parkway at Carl Boyer Drive.
You can learn more about them at missionvalleybank.com. And then if you would like more on Mission Valley Bank and their work with Give Where You Live SCV, you can find them online at givewhereyoulive.scv.com. Mission Valley Bank I almost feel like your logo should be somebody hugging somebody because you care about your community at so many levels, about the well-being of people's money, their homes, their, everything that's important that keeps them on the up and up as citizens of the Santa Clarita Valley, but also you care about their hearts and their emotions, and I think it's very, very lovely. You mentioned you've been here since the 80s, and you're Senior VP of Mission Valley Bank. You're the president of Carousel Ranch, and funny, you don't look just absolutely exhausted. You do a lot of work here in the Valley.
When you do what you love, it tends to keep the exhaustion at bay.
I love that. And you have friends and family here that, in addition to the community, you're taking care of them too. So your heart is big, Marianne Cedarland, and I thank you for being part of the Santa Clarita Valley.
Thank you.
Again, we've been talking with Marianne Cedarland, president of Carousel Ranch and senior VP of Mission Valley Bank, and Mission Valley Bank's incredible work with their Give Where You Live SCV. You can learn more about it at givewhereyoulive.scv.com, and also Mission Valley Bank. You can find them online. Thank you so much for stopping by today.
Thank you.